Hello and welcome to the draw.
Hello.
Yo, that's the other guy here. He's the
Yeah,
guy.
this
He's
is
the
it.
guy you probably know that actually talks to people.
Yes.
I am your stream host today, Jocko. The other voice is
Yes.
Eternal.
Yes, it's me. I am Eternal. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Eternal too.
Eternal 2. Correct.
Yeah, correct. That is the name.
You feel welcomed? Good. All right, then I did a good job. So, think we
The
all
draw?
know what happened this year. What I didn't say that right. We all know what's happening here. It is the draw. Slightly
Mhm.
updated draw actually. I had to
That's true.
change the images, and you had to change the images also.
That's true. That's true. Pygold was busy in getting PBs in other tournaments like 10 minutes ago, so that happened.
Yeah, he
Uh,
was busy doing things.
which the main thing that changes is that put Pygold to the seed 15, so now seeded player maths it will be seed
Yes.
16 instead of 15, and Blahash drops down to the unseeded.
Yeah, you will
So very,
see him in
very
the
about
top
that.
left corner over there. And Pi Gold
Yeah,
has sneakily robbed the spot.
that's true.
About as like just like no, what's the word? About as bothersome of a PB you could possibly have. Because like it doesn't just move them up in the seeding; it like changed them to the other side.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, overall, if you're unseeded, it doesn't really matter how you're unseeded.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly. It's
you'll
just
just
random,
you'll
anyways.
just be drawn. You'll just be drawn randomly. But yeah, getting into the draw, there are many players uh here.
There
Many
are
good players that
indeed.
people would like to avoid. Many players. It's very interesting to see the mentality of players sometimes because like there's those people that want to avoid the big matches. They want to get a doable match. But instead, there's people that instead they want that clip. They want the legendary moment where they face off against somebody huge. So we will see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. Um, kind of interesting. Obviously, yeah. The last time I did this, I did mess it up. Didn't do it this time. We have the correct amount of names. They're all here. You might be able to spot yourself spinning around on the wheel. Um, and I don't think there's anything else to explain. I guess actually, you know what I might explain?
Yeah,
The open qualifier slot,
that's true.
just in case. Basically, we do not have that decided yet because it is happening this weekend. So whoever wins will be taking that slot. But of course, as I said, it's not there yet. So we just have to see. So there will be one person here that doesn't actually know who they're facing against, and depending who shows up on that day, like if it goes well, it could be they could be hard, but they could be
Yeah,
they
that's
could
true.
be very good players, or they could
The
be all
open
right.
quali-
I don't know.
the open qualifier is unseeded by default. However, it could be a good player. It could maybe be a 16. It could be some very good player. Depends on who shows up on
Yeah,
the day. Who takes home that spot. Um, and I think with that we could maybe start
yeah, I think
seeing the
so.
draw. I think start seeing the draw. The first opponent, which will be drawn against on the top of the bracket, seed number one, Finney, with the 14:52 achieved on Virtual Console, the current world record, Virtual Console 16 star time. Since seeding doesn't have handicaps involved, Finney does get number one seed for that reason.
Yes, and yeah, Finney arguably the GOAT might have gotten a world record on on another Supernova tournament.
That's true, that did have
Yeah, and actually the last thing I'll point out,
really.
Pygos, he is technically second seed, but he's not. It's because I was too lazy to like mess around with the images. So it's a bit messed up, but it's fine because it's all just kind of random chance anyways. But without further ado,
I go is in the wrong place if you consider the bracket, but it's if you check the bracket, it'll be correct.
yeah,
Correctly.
it'll line up on the bracket, which should be live updated if you
All
wanna
right.
if you wanna have that open.
I think we should be ready.
Yeah, it's time to make the wheel go. It makes that sound. I don't know if it'll come out through on stream, but
That's true. I might made the famous sound.
That looks to be Rhino.
Renu or
Rhino?
Rhino.
Rhino? I don't know.
Interesting question. How do you say it? Renu is a French player. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, wait, no. Renu's not a French player. Sorry, that's another one that ends with nu. Renu is not a French player. Uh, they have. Did he even?
Wait, what?
No, no. Wait.
No, I don't think so.
I don't. No, I don't think Renu's French. I think Karinu's French.
Yeah, you're thinking
Re-
of another ooh.
Yeah, different players.
There's a lot of them.
But yeah, Renu with has a 15, 50.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't have the PBs open actually. Maybe I should do that. I guess I can. I'll check them out. So yeah, as everyone probably knows, Finney without the handicap does have a 1452 because as it turns out earlier, not factoring those in. So that's a Finney 1452 against Rinu with the 1550. So that is about a minute of difference. Which especially against Finney, we've seen him be consistent in the past. He's been to basically every Supernova tournament ever. I, a big supporter of the franchise. Could be a difficult opponent, but it's not impossible for him to lose by any means. But he if he's on the top of his game, he can be formidable, as you would say.
Yes.
He's pretty good.
And I think with that we can head into the next matchup of the draw.
Tweets are out, bracket is updated. All right. So, who is
The next player that is seeded is Pi Golds. Even though he's actually on the other side of the bracket, he's here now because of the weird confusion we had where he got a PB like 3 seconds ago. Uh,
yeah, about
so
4 seconds ago actually.
around 4 seconds ago. So he is the next player. He is seed number 15. So the 15th best PB will be facing against one of the other people. Who will it be? I don't know.
Well, to do that, you do have to spin the wheel to find out, which you'll do right now. That looks to be Caramel.
Karina, yeah, this is actually the French player. This is the person I got confused with the other time. Carino, another player, I'm pretty sure in the 1550s, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be mistaken.
You would be. I can't find their name.
Okay, let me look. Carino has a 1554.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm blind. Um, okay. And that is obviously just to remind everyone, we definitely haven't said the PB about 5 times already, but that is going up against Pygo's newly gotten 1539. So we are gonna move Carino into there. If these images are misaligned, then it is how it is. I don't have the luxury of Photoshop editing to do that. Honestly, two players. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna pretend I
Yeah,
know a whole lot about many of these players, but definitely these two, new to me. So
yeah, the lower seeded players are always gonna have sort of a close matchup because they're still not like incredible. They've got times that the lower seeded players, they can contend with for sure.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Like I think this is close enough to be a
oh, wait,
good race.
yeah,
Only what, 20, 15 seconds? Yeah, 15 seconds.
very true.
Very, very little.
Yeah, very low. I mean, all of these matchups are not gonna have crazy time differences, but yeah, this one especially low.
Yeah, even this is like low for even the standard, I guess you would say. which, just to mention, is incredibly good. Of course.
All right. What's next?
Next would
It's
be
Banova, right?
Banova. Yes, another French person.
Yeah, Banova. This is one of the French people. I'm pretty sure is, if I'm correct, if you account handicap, I'm pretty sure Banova is the fastest French player.
Yeah, I don't know. That would make sense though.
Because Sunnerd has a slightly faster time on the emulator, but Banova is
Yes,
on N64.
yeah,
So,
which
uh,
of which there is a pretty big difference of. Yeah, we'll have to
yeah.
sort that out at the time. But
Now, who will Banova be
it is
facing?
time to find out who
Yes,
Benova
let's
will be
go.
facing. Let's go. Going to be Nagol. That is a person in the chat, I think. Or
Nagel,
they,
yeah.
they were. Yeah, they're there.
That is
Ooh.
other than potentially the open qualifier, that is the slowest technically, right? Of the invited run. I'm pretty sure that's the 15:59. Is Nagel's time.
That would be. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
So
Which
slot the kitty in
is
there.
definitely a formidable task here for Nagel. With facing off against the fastest French runner on 16. But again, I don't think any of these runners should be underestimating. Um,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think.
they
Yeah, I
can all
think
challenge.
the way you've picked people for everyone being under 16, like it's entirely reasonable for a bad day, like
Yeah,
to
it
kind of
really is.
mess up anything. Like it's just that close, or even like a good day, you know.
Yeah, you have to play respectfully to win, even if you're one of the top seeded. You know, if you
Yeah,
don't play
definitely,
well,
because
well, well.
sometimes like not to pick out any names or anything, but like if there was like a someone with like an 18 going against like someone with a 15, even with like the best day ever, like the lower seed opponent isn't doing it. You know, like it's not really possible. But here, it's close. It's close enough
That's
that
true.
I think it is possible. You'll try,
But
yeah. Oh seven, no, don't do it yet. That is, I'm
so
not going to pretend though. That is tough.
yeah.
Banova's good.
All right, the next matchup here on the list that will be drawn
Is
will be
Karen?
Karen.
Yes,
Karen, yeah. Karen, very I guess one of the more anticipated runners,
that's true.
caused a little bit of commotion in the chat when joined. Japanese runner with a 15:25, more known in other categories, especially 120.
Yeah, just
Where
kind
they
of good at
currently,
that, just a bit.
where they currently earn the runner-up a spot,
Yeah, that
and
is impressive. But before we talk about that, we should probably find out
yeah,
who is
who will
facing him.
Karen be facing?
Uh, Bizarrescape. Yes,
It's Bizarre Skip.
it is
All right,
Bizarrescape.
Bizarre Skip. That is very interesting. Bizarrescape, everybody knows him.
That's a match
Uh,
for the ages right there.
yeah, YouTuber, known for getting some of the most popular Mario 64 speedrunning videos. If you really with speedrunners, I'm pretty sure like what 600K views on the most viewed video that Bizarrescape has. It's
Yeah,
quite a lot, quite a lot of numbers.
big on the YouTube scene. Yeah, I feel like it would be cool to go against Bizarre if you're playing. Dude, that is that is a crazy. Okay, that is a crazy matchup.
Yeah, that is kind of
That
crazy.
is really that is something else. Very, very well known and talented runner against another talented runner that also happens to be a massive YouTuber. You know, and
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stories
a
to
lot.
really
Yeah.
tell about this match.
Post match interview over under 1 hour. What do we what do we think?
I, I don't even know what to say about it. It is quite something. It is
In class, so you're muted. Oh, they don't. Yeah. Okay. See, this is why the names would have been cool if we could have fit them in. We got Nagel in the chat to help us out, though.
Yeah,
I'll just confirm. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But
yeah, that is kind of
looking
crazy.
at PBs, that's a what 1525 versus 1549. Not that crazy of a gap actually. 25 seconds. You can definitely roll worse. People have already, so that looks. I'll be looking like a good
Yeah.
matchup, hopefully.
Oh wait, Bizarre's here. Oh, I wasn't even looking at
Yeah,
chat. Oh,
he's muted though, so
all right. That's
can't see.
yeah. So that's a very interesting matchup. Who's the next
Tune
person
in
that
for
we
that
have
one. The next person
on
is
on the
Tomker. I
drawing board?
am. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going down and then to the right.
yeah, that is. Yeah, that would be Tom Cart. Um, who is one of the higher seeded runners. Especially if you consider N64, it's
Yes.
1504. Number four seeded. Um, on the stream. On like the bracket. However, if you look at the times, it is one of the fastest. If you consider console differential, because Raisin has the same time on N64 and Finney's VC time would, I think, technically be like slightly worse.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
But yeah,
But
but yeah, very, very, very good runner, very solid runner. Was running 16 today actually. Um, I think it's
let's
time to
see
find out who they'll face.
let's see who's gonna be running 16 against in round one. I like going silent for it. I feel like it adds to the suspense. That is
It
going to
does.
be Kudo.
That's Kuda. Yes, that is and one of the French runners. You can tell it's a French runner if their name starts with the letter K.
Yeah,
To
there's
be honest.
like three of them, I think. Just I feel like
Yeah,
there's more than you think of, but no, there really is
yeah.
three French runners starting with K.
That's true. Kuda, French runner. Do I remember what their time is? I don't, to be honest.
Let's go see. Yeah, that would be
It
pretty
it says
good.
1547. Is that on Virtual Console? I remember there was something about a Virtual Console. I don't remember if it was Kudo or if it was someone else. To
I
be honest, this
yeah
is information I grabbed a while ago.
yeah I don't know. Maybe if someone knows in the chat, they can update. But if not, it's fine. But yeah, that is right. That is a 1547. If it's on Virtual Console, that is a fairly large gap to Tom Cruise 1504. Again, I feel like I'm repeating myself here because I am. Nothing in here is impossible, but
Nothing is impossible.
that is a
Again,
large, yeah,
again, very
large
interesting to
gap.
see how every match has got its own storyline, and I think I think that's cool to see.
Yeah, yeah, because I feel like everyone will make different decisions on the day. Everyone has different PVs. Everyone's on different
Yeah,
platforms.
hardware. They've got different levels of practice and strats they go
Okay,
for.
it is on N64. All right.
There's a lot of variety.
Yeah,
Is Kudos? Okay, Kudos time is on N64. Okay, cool.
it's actually
Uh,
enlarged the PFP right there.
all right, so who is next?
We are looking at Wicco.
Yes, that is Wicca, the Australian runner, which I think possesses seed 13. Hold on, 5, 10. Yeah, 13. I don't know why I remember Wicca's seed specifically, but it is 13.
Okay, fair
Um,
enough.
1538, Wicca's time. I think it's time to find out who's going to be facing.
Yeah, let's spin that wheel. Ah,
Ooh.
which one is that? That is Kiara. Okay,
It's
yeah,
Kiara.
that
Okay,
is
Kiara.
very close. I thought,
Kiara will be facing Wicca. If you look at times, it's not the worst draw you could have gotten.
it's not that
It's
bad.
definitely yeah, it's one of the lower seeded runners on the block, which is quite a useful thing.
Yeah,
If you're just looking for trying to win
I would have
around.
faced him. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not that bad. You don't know the
definitely
PV. Okay.
definitely one of the slightly more evened out matches here in round one for sure.
Yeah, about
What?
as good RNG as you could really hope for here, to be honest.
Yeah, from Kiara, who I'm pretty sure but has a 1556, right?
Yes, I just checked, and I think yeah, 1556. But yeah, Benedict Morning, the loss of that matchup could have been very. It was just about there. I'd love if I could zoom in, but yeah, that is very close. I don't even know how. I don't even know how it rolled over. I didn't think it was gonna do it, but it did somehow. Yeah, that should be a good
Uh,
one.
yeah, that's a good matchup.
Gonna be a difficult one to
So
schedule. But
I mean, I believe Australia,
yeah,
yeah,
it's annoying.
Australia could be an even, you know.
Just hit my mic. Ah,
All right.
all right.
Who's the next person on the block?
That is CJ Rococo Mero.
Yeah, CJ Rocco Comera, the fastest Italian 16-star speedrunner, also very known in zero star. I don't think he ever held the world record, but he's been
Very
very close.
close. Yes,
Yeah,
very
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 close.
close to holding the zero-star world record, and I think it's gonna be time to find out who he is gonna be facing in round one.
Let's see. That is pretty dead set on Vadian.
Vadian, yes,
Or
Vadian,
yeah,
Vadian. Who's a yeah?
I don't
We need
know.
we need we need like we need like a guidebook how to pronounce Mario Runner's name.
Yeah, you know, like
It's
they have you know, on the
very
Olympics website, they have like that video of like or it's like the little audio clip of I don't know if you guys don't know, if you go onto the Olympics website, or at least on for this 2024 Summer Olympics anyways, you get a little audio clip of the athletes saying their own name.
oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was actually good. It was all like it was like, okay, say it now, and then they'd like say their name, and it was just like the raw like file of that. And I think we need that. But let's get Vadian slash Vadian in. That PFP is a little too big.
Vadian.
Just cut that down.
Zero Kukumera, very very talented at 16 as well. I think we're what
Yes.
1506, one of the faster runners for sure. I see Roko Kumera currently fits seed number 5 on the board, so definitely a difficult draw here for Vadian. Um,
Uh, sorry, I'm moving things. All right. Yeah, that if they were in shot, Vaden. Spelled it wrong.
Vadian. Um,
Yeah, if they were in chat, they'd probably be going like, no. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe they're very confident that they can destroy CJ. Just
all
obliterate
right.
him.
Who's next?
Are we ready to
We're going
go?
back to it. Yeah, we're
Uh,
going back to Australia.
next would be Oat Slice.
Yeah, back to Australia. Oh, Slice the hamster. I think that's what that is. Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it
It
is.
is. There's no way it's not.
Or it's like a
But yeah,
capybara or something. I don't know.
Old Slice fits seed number 12 with a 1534.
Is
Out of the
yes.
out of out of the 15 3X's, this is the lowest one. You know, everyone else either has a 15.2 or a 15.3 but higher.
Yeah. So let's see who Oat Slice will be
Yeah.
facing.
Who's Old Slice facing?
Yeah, gonna be Newman Beatbox.
New man beatbox. This is gonna be one of those matches because this is of US versus Australia, so have fun scheduling that. But this
It's not as bad as Europe versus Australia, I guess.
there. I mean Australia in general. But yeah, Newman
Correct.
beatbox. One of the slower runners here for sure. One of the most recent 15s. I'm pretty sure as far as the 15 concerned, this is the most recent player to have achieved a 15. Got a 15 just about a week ago. Actually.
Oh wow.
Uh, so
Damn.
very, yeah, very fresh 15. Um, to
They're
have been
new.
achieved, and then yeah, and then immediately invited onto the tournament of people with 15s. That's when you know you made it. Um,
Snuck in.
yeah.
Didn't
Uh,
quite didn't quite sneak into the 15 though. Got a 15:56. You know, couple seconds into the land. Oh, yo, what's up, Llama?
yeah. Overall, this is one of the better matchups you can get if you're one of these lower, super low seeded players.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. Um, yeah, when you're like 20, no, 30th
yeah,
seed.
yeah, very very low. You want to get some of these like lower seeds
Yeah,
to have a
this is about as well as you can do.
round one. Yeah, like you can technically do better, but you know.
If
Um,
you take what you get.
yeah,
Yeah, not here today. Probably busy. I ain't gonna win. Gonna take that open qualifier spot.
yeah, open qualifier still has not been drawn, by the way.
Yeah, we'll see who gets that. I hope they're in chat. I want to see their reaction to like I don't know who I'm getting, but they could be good.
All right.
Are we ready to move on?
Yeah, we are into the next runner, which is
Zandri.
very formidable runner, Zandri, fresh onto the
Yeah,
14. Yeah, Zandri, who got a 14 not too long ago. Um, just like
14:56 on
y-
console.
yeah, genuinely like under a week ago. And yeah, technically, by just times and if you consider handicap, Zandri is the fastest time. However, seed number two because no handicaps used in seeding. Uh,
Yes,
so Zandri, seed number two. Very good.
correct.
Do I need to say it? Very good.
Very good.
Oh,
And let's see who has the fate of
yeah,
facing.
who will be having a very tough matchup?
Yeah, no sugarcoating it. It's not
It's
easy
a
against Andre. It looks to be Sanjay.
Sanj,
Sanj. Would you say Sanj or
Sanj.
Sanjay?
I,
I don't know.
I say
I feel
I
like
say Sanj.
San. I don't know. I have to get another one on that. That is a player with a 1548.
Yeah, Sanj. Or in the lower seeded players, I think it's slightly middle of the board. I think. Um,
Yeah, fair, like middle bottom, sort of. I guess you describe it as.
yeah, Sanj, Canadian runner. I'm pretty sure. Um, I don't got much to say, but I don't really. So
I don't know. There
yeah,
really is some people. You know more than me, and if you don't know,
I
then
don't know.
I.
Yeah, yeah, I've not got too many fun facts about San. Maybe does anyone else have a fun fact about San that they can give?
Yeah, 1 minute 2 seconds different. That's a fun fact. 1 minute 2 seconds different. I don't have to
Yeah, that's
calculate it. That is the biggest difference we're going to see, I think, because I don't even know if it's possible to get a difference that big anymore. Because all like seed one or whatever have been drawn. Seed 1 to 5 have
yeah.
been drawn now, I think. So yeah, that's the biggest difference we're gonna see. I guess it could have been worse. Nagol versus
That's true.
Sandry would have been not
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Xandre is one of the worst matchups you can get if you want to try to win your first round
I
matchup.
know. Sorry,
Uh,
it's actually a 52-second difference. Sandry is a 56, not a 46.
yeah. So it's definitely one of those matches.
Yeah, Vinny's also a bad seed to get. Yeah, Vinny's a bit of a rough one. See how Renew. Now I feel like I'm pronouncing every name wrong.
Pronouncing names is
Why do you think
crazy,
it's still be the
especially
1559? Oh, you might be right. Yeah, because I don't know. That seems a bit unlikely to happen though. But
we have.
I don't know the lowest time of the wheel. I think.
No, Nago already appeared. The 1559 can come out.
Oh,
Those ones still be
oh
or
yeah,
open qual.
Raisin has been drawn. Yeah, it's about. Yeah, it's kind of the same. It's like 59 seconds.
Yeah.
That if that
Next
happens
up,
though, that's rough.
yeah. Next up is Maps. I'm pretty sure Maps, who just got
Yes.
lately bumped down one seed, now is the lowest seed, seed number 16, which moves him to the other side of the bracket. decide where we've drawn most of the other matchups. You know, the first few matchups.
Yeah.
Where there was Finny, there was Banova, there was Karen, there was Bizarskip. Um, and I think it's time to
Yeah,
find out
guess,
who Matt
guess
will
we'll
get.
see. Let's go. It's gonna be Aleph 64 or just Aleph.
Aleph, this is unbelievably even.
That
There's
is
2 seconds.
about as close as you can get, folks. For the
There's
for the
2
for the
seconds.
people at home, that is
It's slightly
a
fooling.
solid 2 seconds of time difference.
Slight fooling here because Aleph is a virtual console player, so
True.
it's not technically as close as it looks. But like it is, that is still probably the closest matchup in terms of just PB to PB that we're gonna get here. I mean, it
Yeah,
is
that is.
very, very,
That's
very, very
funny.
narrow. It could have been close if it was Mavs versus Blahaj, but like, you.
Yeah, the RNG would need to be on the side there. That would be
That-
great, right? Yeah, that's. I want to face some maths. Oh yeah, dude, Benedict, you haven't been pulled yet. Wonder who you're gonna
That's
go
true.
against. The options you have left are Benji, Mystic, Raisin, Happy Dude, Sunnerd, and Zumi. So that if any of those names sound foreboding, hopefully not. Oh, I guess the open qualifier too. Don't forget the open qualifier. Could be GTM.
All
You
right.
never know. He's
All
in the
right.
server. Okay.
The
Anyways,
next player. The next player. The next player.
it is
It is.
Benji.
It is Benji. Everybody, do you need to say who Benji is?
Benji needs no
Everyone?
introduction. I'd say we just get right into it and maybe do the
Yeah,
talking just after.
he is good.
Yes.
If you want to just see number 7. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see who
All
will face
right.
Benji.
Not just open qualifier. No. Oh, that's Benedict. Yeah, there you go, Benedict. You have been pulled against possibly the most famous person here in like
Valid.
speedrunning circles.
For sure. That's just like Karen.
Yeah, that's true. There. Let's not choose sides. um.
Yeah. No drama.
Yeah, no drama allowed. Benedict.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm a
put you
man.
right up beside Benji in the Benji spot. Benji
Yeah.
obviously known for being good. Benji's good at 120,
I think Benji mostly
but
known for 70.
better at 70.
Yeah, Benji's known for
Yeah,
the very very strong
very strong
uh
70. Yeah,
70 times. I think one did hold the world record at some point. Currently doesn't, but I
I.
think did,
Yeah,
right?
for a bit,
Yeah,
didn't he? Yeah, I think he did.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. But this is 16 star where
Yeah, do whatever.
Benji's not as good in
Still pretty
16 star.
good, but not as good.
Very good. Still see number 7, so 15, 12, so very good time.
Yes, he beat
If it,
yeah, he beat
that's
D
very
whatever
good.
by like 2 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah.
we should be in
Um, yeah. No, we're reaching the final stretch. I think. How many runners are left? 5,
6, isn't it? No,
6.
5. Yeah, you're right, 5.
Okay, 5. Yeah. The next runner is Mystic, um, or sometime known as Mystic 400.
It
The
is Mystic. That is a
I'm
lot of
pretty sure
Mystics.
the Norwegian runner, the other Norwegian runner, because I'm pretty sure it's Domcar and Mystic here. Mystic is seed number 10. Mystic is seed number 10
All right.
with a 1527. Who will we be facing?
I don't know. Gotta find out. Still no open qualifier. That is I'm gonna say Blahaj, but that would be wrong because I don't remember how to say it in Swedish, so it's Blahaj.
Large.
Blahaj. Yeah, it's like Swedish is like you delete all the letters and you like say like one vowel. Yeah, pretty much. Close enough.
Blaha 64. The runner that just got completely
Yeah,
scammed. I mean,
would
yeah,
have been seeded. Actually,
yeah, but
now to bring
not
it up, not seeded anymore,
yeah,
but would have been.
not seeded anymore. In the if we're going with how that would have worked, the Blahaj would have been seeded. I think either Karina or Elf, depending on where she would have been placed. But yeah,
Oh, did I not put in the image?
did you not put in the image? Or
Probably
did the
not. Wait, who got pushed out? Or who got wait,
I mean, Blahaj got pushed out.
pie goals. I have to swap.
Pygos got pushed in.
Yes, so I have to swap that with. I have to go. Okay, so give me a second. All right, that is gotten. Yes, there we go. I knew I'd forget something. I said I would. All right, yeah. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is
Blahaj, the strongest, other than the open qualifier, perhaps being really good, the strongest time uh in the unseeded players because it's a 1542 there. Um, so Mystic getting technically the worst draw out that any seeded player could get.
true. Still, even then, it's still 15 seconds because the gap just kind of works out that way. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in the gap, but
it's
Mystic is like in the
still,
middle of
I feel like 15 seconds is at the point where just anything could happen. Like I feel like you're at that
it. Yeah,
level about
yeah.
at that point.
Look, every match is gonna be good.
Yeah,
You know,
but like,
I don't see upsets. You know, I like
yeah, I don't really this. Yeah, there's not much room for upsets here.
yeah. I don't see like underdogs is more what I'm gonna say. You know, everybody has a very realistic opportunity of winning a matchup if they are on a good day. You know.
Yeah, sometimes you need a really good day, but I mean, everything's doable, which is pretty nice. Um,
The
yeah,
next runner.
the next runner, we are ready
The
to
next
do
runner.
that. That
Yeah.
would be
It'll be Raisin.
Raisin finally.
Yeah, Raisin, a 1504 on N64, but seeded with the emulator time, which is also world record, 1458. Where is Raisin from? I don't remember. Is it Germany?
I have no idea.
I
I
think
can't really
it's
check.
Germany. Yeah, Raisin at least got the Germany flag.
Okay, well,
Uh,
you're kind of funny to
on
lie about it, so.
yeah, look, he comes from Antarctica apparently. So,
I mean, yeah, but
uh,
okay.
yeah, four people remain. There's only four people left to draw.
I didn't mean
Uh,
to click it that early, but
okay, yeah,
gonna
drawing. Yeah,
be the open qualifier. All right,
open qualifier. All
it's
right.
finally been pulled.
Yes, open qualifier. It could be anyone. It really depends. The open qualifier, due to just being a qualifier, not being an invitation, they get the lower seed. You know, they get the unseeded immediately. However, doesn't have to be a player that with a 16 or anything. It can be anyone. Anyone who
No,
wants to enter a 40 open qualifier can do so.
if Sweegie said tomorrow,
Yeah,
let's
for
go
some
in
reason,
here for some ungodly reason.
for some mysterious
I
reason.
mean, we could. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but it could happen. It won't. But like, that's the point. It's open. It really is open.
Yeah.
Anyone who's in the server, if you're on time, you're in.
Yeah, so depending on what it goes for Raisin, it could be the worst or the best possible draw
Yes.
for Raisin here. We will find out.
Yeah. It also like kind of depends how many people show up and stuff. There mightn't be whatever, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. It basically, bottom line, we don't know. You with that 26-10 will win this? Yeah. What if we take off? What if between now and like Saturday, you shave off like maybe like 10 minutes?
What?
I'm reading
what's
chat.
what's the conversation?
You're too locked in on tweeting. I'm working on it. All right, I believe you.
No, because I actually forgot to switch up the bracket for like two matchups. So.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it'll take like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah. Meanwhile, the next it will be Happy Dude.
Happy dude,
So
yes.
yeah, we're down to three people. That is a very aesthetically pleasing looking wheel, I think.
For sure. Happy dude was here a while ago. I'm not sure
What?
if they're still
Yeah,
here.
was at the start, but
Not sure if they're still here. They will be drawn there. I don't remember what seed they are. What seed are
Happy
they?
Dude is like 12, are they?
Their seed? No, this is 14.
14? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's seed 14. 1538 though, pretty good time. If it's still in the 1530s, a very formidable opponent indeed to be facing here for any of the three remaining people.
Yeah,
Who
which
are they facing?
is Soda, Toby, or Kinosura. And it is time to find out which one it is.
Let's see who it will be.
I didn't click it right. Alright, there we go. I'm going. It looks to be Toby. Your Sonard, your
Oh.
hopes are dashed. You will not be going against Toby for the 19th time.
Toby has a 1557 on Virtual Console. Um, it's the lowest runner. It's like out of the runners, it is the least the slowest PB that was left out of the three.
Yes.
Um, which is quite interesting. Toby from Austria, I'm pretty sure, right?
Toby
Yeah,
is from Austria, yeah.
yeah, Toby from Austria.
Another
Two
German
Austrians in the tournament.
speaking land. Okay, we have French in the chat. We're definitely
French in the chat.
communicating. I kind of know what you guys are saying, I think.
What are
Yeah,
they saying?
Sonner versus Kinosura would be funny.
Kinesura, known for not speaking French. Wait, sorry. For not speaking English. Whoops.
Kinosura known for not speaking any language.
It's
Um.
in
Okay,
French.
yeah. So two remaining. Now the wheel is looking bare, and also important to bring up if you haven't noticed, this spin does decide the remaining two, of course, because you can't
Yeah,
spin
sure.
for one.
Whoever gets one, the other one will get.
Yeah, we're seeing who gets Sunnered first. Whoever gets spun is against Sunnered. The other person against Zumi. So
Yes,
spin
Stunner and
after the
Zumi
spin.
both.
We could do the
Yeah.
empty spin.
Well,
Yes,
yeah, we could just talk about them both at the same time. They're both
just in
emulator players,
case.
but they're both emulator players. Stunner is the best player in terms of direct time. Also the best on emulator. Miyozumi is the best Italian on emulator. 1528, another one of those runners which runs a lot of 1 and 0.
Yeah, pixelated Luigi coming in clutch.
Yeah, Sonard. Will there be an all French matchup? Will
I
be
kind of
short.
hope for the funny, but we'll see. Close your eyes. Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Okay, well, that is France v France.
Kino Sura,
Let's
not a
go!
France moment, France moment, very useful for scheduling because the guy can just speak French.
Yeah,
Uh,
you guys can communicate. I will
yeah,
not be
instead of
getting
me needing
involved.
instead of me needing to translate stuff, you can just you can just talk. So that's gonna be very useful. Um,
The wheel was with us today.
Kino Sura. What is the time for Kino Sura? I think if I remember, it was like 1547 or something, but I don't. But that's just like memory. Okay, 1548, close enough.
And just to finish it off, that is Soda that got spun on the wheel. Shocking stuff.
Yeah, Soda will be facing off against.
Alright.
It's gonna be another interesting match. Wow, no way, it was Soda.
Really? That is a
That's crazy.
1546 versus 1528. Another close enough one. That's like kind of lower tier upper and upper tier lower. For that matchup, if you even understand what I just said. So
Uh,
that one's pretty close.
yeah,
Um, we'll remove it to get the grey wheel. You can't spin the grey wheel, sadly.
yeah, you cannot spend nothing.
Damn it! How many
Also,
matches for the first day? We don't know.
I mean, yeah. What we'll do is scheduling will open a little bit after the stream ends. We'll
Yeah,
set up
we do have
everything,
to make the
and then we'll open it.
channels.
You have to schedule for at least tomorrow.
Correct.
We need like a bit of
We need prep time.
like time. Yeah, we need some time to know, to inform. So try to schedule it usually for the next day if possible, minimum a day. You can do more if you want, but don't do shorter because that doesn't give us
Yeah,
uh
don't do it like 3 a.m. at midnight. What?
yeah,
That's not a time.
don't have it. Yeah, don't have it 2 p.m. Yeah, basically don't schedule for right now
Yeah,
at any time.
that's the only guidelines.
Yeah. Um and also of course, oh well, there will be a message,
Yeah, there will be an
right? That
announcement with all
Yeah,
the
there will be an
info.
announcement that says restrictions also with times because of course Europeans. That's me. I am European.
Can I race in 2 minutes?
Which,
You
yeah,
cannot, sadly.
yeah.
Hopefully it won't be
No
distraught,
racing.
but no.
Racing in 2 minutes will not be occurring. Um,
Not
sadly.
happening. Not allowed.
Yeah. So the
But
bracket, by the way, has officially been made.
yeah, we
If
can.
you guys want to go, yeah, if you guys want to go look at it. I
You
don't
wanna?
think you can pull it up, right? No.
I mean, I mean, I can. I have the link, but you can send it in chat or something if you want.
Uh, yeah, sure. I'll spam it.
Yeah, okay, we don't spam it. You can send like
Yeah.
twice.
Okay,
Also,
fine.
I don't know. I think you are a mod, but just in case you're not, you're gonna get banned.
As usual, this is the bracket. It is the same link as we have sent before. It is it is the updated bracket with everybody in their place. If you want to go look at it, um,
Uh,
there will be so those are your matchups, and then you can see kind of if you win, who you will face, if you lose, which LTA you would drop down in, and all those stuff. Of course, the only person who doesn't know their opponent is Razor, which we'll be waiting for the 24th or the 25th, this weekend. Will be when the Open qualifier wins. The winner of that will for sure be going in second to fifth for that qualifier. We'll be heading straight into the into the losers bracket. Um, unless there
yes.
aren't enough people, but there should be.
Look at
Yeah.
that great image. Yeah, hopefully there is. That will be cool. All
So
right.
with that, I guess I'll just quickly read out the matchups just to confirm, and then we can peace out.
Yes.
Um, so, so the matchup number one, it's Finny versus Rinu. Matchup number two is Maths versus Aleph. Matchup number three, Banova versus Nagol. Matchup number four, Karen versus Bizarrescape. Matchup number five, Tomcar versus Kudo. Matchup number six, Wicco versus Kiara, SM64. Matchup number seven, CJ Roko Comero versus Vadian. Matchup number 8, O Slice versus Newman Beatbox. Matchup number 9, Zandri versus Sanj. Matchup number 10, Pygold versus Carino. Matchup number 11, Benji versus Benedict. Matchup number 12, Mystic versus Blahaj. Matchup number 13 will be Raisin against the winner of the Open Qualifier. Matchup number 14 will be Happy Dude facing off against Toby. Matchup number 15 is the All French class, Sonard versus Kinosura. And matchup number 16 is Zumi against Soda. Uh,
Uh,
and that is a draw.
yeah. We did not put you against Andri. The wheel
Yeah,
did. Blame the
take
wheel.
it. Yeah, take it up with wheelofnames.com. Okay,
Oh my god, that looks terrifying.
write them an email.
Oh wait,
uh,
you can't see it on screen. Wait, no. I don't know why that didn't update. Look at this good production. I don't know where it is. Everything's gone grey.
top tier production. What
Oh,
did I
I
say?
see it.
Cheese. What did it say? Cheese.
That's what I named it.
Why did you name it cheese?
Yeah, blame the wheel, guys.
What is that a blue screen? Instead of a blue screen, it's a blue wheel. Oh my god. What?
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
It's the, it's the sequel to Happy, dude. Happy Wheel.
Yeah.
Do we want to rate someone? We could do that. Like,
Ah,
do you want to be nice?
that's pretty cool. Rating someone's cool.
I mean, there are a few people streaming.
There are always
Uh,
a few people streaming.
yeah, there's a few people who will participate streaming.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just pick one of them.
We can pick one of them. Let's see
Simply.
what they're doing. I make the.
Um,
So they're playing Tetris. So that's cool. Uh,
Nils, former player.
Kiara was well busy watching the stream.
That's true.
Um,
Treasure World TD Reds
yeah,
attempts. You should rate that. That's pretty cool.
and I have no idea what Karen's doing. I think they're doing nothing right now. So that's fun. They were practicing all coins before, and
Uh,
I think they're still doing that.
is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can. I guess we can rate Soda. I think it'd be funny.
So wait, what is the soda? How do I
It is.
rate
It
soda?
is Soda underscore J.
Soda underscore J.
Yes, Soda underscore J.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
Yay!
we'll be going to Soda. Thank you guys for watching the draw. Scheduling will open soon. You can schedule later when it opens. Um
Yes.
uh and yeah, have fun
I think
with
that's about it. Hope we're a good host. If you tune in, hopefully you're not sick of us
uh,
because we are the only thing you have forever.
uh,
Well, probably not me, but eternal.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. So have a
See you
good
for the,
day,
I guess
everyone.
next time you hear from us, like our voices will be in the first match. So
Yeah. Uh, don't miss that one. It's cool if it's the first match.
yeah, first match.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. Uh,
Oh god,
what?
Mario.
All right.
That did just